Hello, everyone. This is author, motivational speaker, and dating coach Matthew C. Horn, bringing you a video today titled What Dating Coaches Won't Tell You About High Value Black Men. Before I go any further, today's video is inspired by my brand new book, How to Be Appealing to Successful Black Men for Black Women. And it's inspired by, oh man, too many books. My book, How to Get Beautiful Women and Everything Else You Want from Life. They're both available at www.matthewchorn.com. Please do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to help me to grow the channel. Once again, the title of today's video is What Dating Coaches Won't Tell You About High-Value Black Men. Yesterday, I had an experience where I saw a roommate's podcast YouTube video, and what they were discussing was why men should never tolerate disrespect. And it's something I agree with wholeheartedly, 1000%. Okay. Then they went down a path where they said that if you become a high value black man and you get your stuff together, you get your salary together, you get your physique together, you get yourself mentally and spiritually whole, and just, create this optimal man, the most optimal man that you can be, that women are in a position where they can't disrespect you. And ideally, that's the case. But in reality, it's not. And I had a disagreement with the video. I'm a fan of the show. I'm still a fan of the show, even after they did what I'm about to tell you that they did. Okay. What essentially happened was I stated a contrary position. Okay. They explained it as if you take this high value black man magic pill and your life just changes, and how you have all of these options, and you get the top tier women that just want to be with you. They're going to be feminine. They know they can't disrespect you. And that is the furthest thing from the truth. So I made a comment on the video, and I essentially said, listen, I'm the man that you're describing. I'm the 30-something, successful, book writing, tall, luxuries. Everything that they're saying is going to change the complexity of your relationship and your experiences with women. I am that. And guess what? Women still disrespect me. And that's what they fail to realize. Now, when I explain my position to them, coming from the type of man that they were describing in the video, they deleted my comment within minutes. And that's when I came to the conclusion that there's a reality with high value black men that these dating coaches are not going to tell you about. And I'm not trying to go back and forth with anybody because I'm very comfortable within my own space. Okay, I don't necessarily need YouTube. I do this just for the love of it. I own companies. I'm set. Okay, I'll just put it that way. This is just something I do for the love, talk about my books, and just connect with you as the people. And my comment was immediately deleted, and that's when I knew that it was too much truth in the comment that was going against their narrative of become a high value man and the world is going to bow down to you. That's just not the case. Okay, what really happens is this. Okay, you actually encounter more disrespect when you're a high value black man. Most women, what I said in the comment is that you have to take into account the narcissistic and delusional nature of the women that you're encountering. Okay, their number one goal is to conquer you. Okay, the more accomplished and attractive that you are in reality and on paper, the larger the conquest that you represent for the average woman. And that's the reality of it. A woman, an example that they used was when you're a high value man and you're attractive, your woman is automatically in check because she sees other women checking you out when you all are out. She knows that other women are clawing at you, and it gets her to a point where, she's actually nervous in a relationship because you're so high value. I've experienced women seeing this, women pointing out other women checking me out. Her friends looking at me like, where did you find this man? Okay, she has the highest caliber man in the group. And this is not to elevate myself. This is just to tell you the truth of what happens as a high value black man. I'm going to tell you the truth. And I've seen women in this position still resort to their narcissism and their delusion. They still chose to disrespect me, even though I was being respectful and consistent and showing up the right way. They still chose to disrespect because, as a narcissist, you have to, you have to have leverage over everything around you. You have to dominate everything around you. So it doesn't matter how the person is showing up. When your average woman walking around that's single, especially, is narcissistic and delusional. I mean, look at it this way, okay? They're saying the man has all of these options, okay? High value men, high value black men do not have a lot of options. They just have more opportunities for encounters with beautiful women than the average man does. I'm going to say that one more time. The high value black man does not have more options than anyone else. He has more opportunities for encounters with beautiful women than the average man, okay? That's all it is. But if you think about, okay, one example that they use in the video on the Roommates podcast, the title of the video, once again, was Men Should Never Tolerate Disrespect. And that was on the Roommates podcast, okay? One example they used was a man who the host had a conversation with. And he asked the man, even though he was married, are women still coming at him? He's like, yeah, they know I have a wife. It's some of my wife's friends in my inbox. It's a little bit of everybody in my inbox. Now think of it. They're trying to paint it as if this man has like so many options. There's a woman who knows you're married in your inbox. There are women who know you're married in your inbox. What kind of options are those? If you're a mentally sound and healthy-minded man in general, you understand that, okay, the higher you climb this ladder in terms of success, you're going to have, more at your disposal. But if you're centered in those ways, then you understand that you don't have that many options because you're not going to meet many women that are on that same level with you in terms of being secure within themselves, not playing a bunch of games, giving you a baseline of respect that you're giving them. Very fundamental things that will be very apparent in the beginning aren't even there. So does the man really have that many options? He doesn't. He has more opportunities for encounters. That's it. It's three types of single women out here, okay? I'm talking about the type of women that they're talking about on the Roommates podcast. These gorgeous, jaw-dropping, just amazingly beautiful women, right? Okay, there's three types of single women in this category, okay? Especially as you get older, I'm in my 30s, guys in the Roommates podcast in their 30s, like, we're seeing different things, okay? This is essentially what happens, okay? The woman, as she gets older and she's still single and she's gorgeous, it doesn't take long to be in her presence and see why she's single and she's that gorgeous, okay? Number one, she just made bad decisions with men and the men that she's chosen. And it's kind of taking a toll on her over time. And, she had good men at her disposal in her prime, but, she just didn't value them. And now she's probably getting to a stage where she's beginning to value them, but, time might not necessarily be on her side now, okay? The other one, the next type of extremely gorgeous single woman is a woman who, she's masculine. She's disrespectful by nature. That's her default setting. She doesn't have the results with the type of men that she really wants, but she just gets off being masculine. And then as she gets older, her definition of herself changes. She had youth and beauty. Now it's my degree, my house, my car, my social circle, and my lifestyle, so to speak. And her value is in that and not in femininity, being respectful, being able to recognize the type of man that's worth submitting to and building a future with, okay? She's so far away from that. But if you're the high value man, then that's what you're looking for. So her identity is in the material world, but the high value black man wants the woman whose identity is in her intangibles. That's going to translate to a very favorable and enjoyable enjoyable experience with her over time. Okay. And that's pretty much what you're going to find out here when you start talking single, gorgeous women, especially as they're getting older. And that's just my personal belief, and I hope it's not offensive. But what I've seen repeatedly is that the young, gorgeous woman in her 20s who's easy to be around, respectful, non-combative, and supportive, and she can stand on her own, meaning that she doesn't necessarily need anything from the man, but she offers him companionship at an elevated and enjoyable level. You have a woman like that, she typically does not make it out of her 20s without being married. There's enough good black men out here to recognize her and to understand how much of a departure she is from the norm. They're not going to let her go anywhere. Okay, so now you start getting older, and according to the Roommates podcast, and this is true, the black man doesn't really start catching his stride until he's around 30. Okay, so now these are your options. Now you have some younger women, who are at your disposal as well, and that's also a reality. But in totality, in general, okay, when you become more successful and become a high value black man, a man that values himself highly, a man that's centered, okay, you do not have a lot of options. You have more opportunities for encounters with more beautiful women. So yeah, you can be seen with beautiful women. More beautiful women will make themselves available to you. You can have good casual situations, all that kind of stuff. Yes, you can have that, okay? But as far an option is someone who is calibrated to you that you could actually see yourself in a relationship with or in a marriage with. That's an option. And I'm telling you, the high value black man does not have a lot of women like that especially that are very attractive at his disposal, or guess what? He would be married. It's that simple. It's that simple. And the women that are supposedly the options, these gorgeous women, so are supposedly the options for this high caliber black man, this high value black man, guess what? These gorgeous women, if they were together, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, guess what they would be? They would already be somebody's wife. That's just how the game is played. The game is about recognition. Become a version of yourself that is recognizable to the man or woman that you want. And when you become that best version of yourself in any given moment in time, you've really worked on yourself, you've elevated, you've mastered yourself, you've accepted your desires, okay? When you become that person, you're recognizable to the person who has done the same type of work on themselves and come to similar realizations. So once again, I just wanted to be very honest with you. The high value black man does not have the options that many of the dating coaches will act as if he has. It's not true, okay? You have more opportunities for encounters. You'll have more beautiful women around you. You'll have more women making themselves available to you, okay? But in totality, the average woman that this man encounters, even if she shows up being submissive and feminine, and knows that other women desire you, okay? Even with this being said, she'll still try you. Why is she going to try you? Because she's narcissistic and she's delusional. That's just the bottom line. She has to conquer you. And that's why I had to bring a true perspective to this topic. Kevin Samuels said something a while back. This is before he blew up. Kevin Samuels is 6'4". He says he has other tall friends that are very successful, and they all go through the same things with women. You would think these men are at the precipice, okay? Every woman wants this tall man, this successful man, this man that has money, this man that has connections and flash. That these are the men that Kevin Samuels is around, and he point blank said it. Women still treat them poorly as well. That's the bottom line. But aside from all of this, the only thing that matters is that you get the man or woman that you're aligned with, meaning that you become recognizable. You become an exact match for what you desire. That's the only option that matters. This has been Matthew C. Horn, author, motivational speaker, and dating coach, bringing you a video today, once again, titled, What Dating Coaches Won't Tell You About High-Value Black Men. Once again, today's video has been Brought to you by my brand new book, How to Be Appealing to Successful Black Men for Black Women, and also by my book, How to Get Beautiful Women and Everything Else You Want from Life. They're both available at www.matthewchorn.com. If you would like to have the optimal experiences with the opposite sex, if you want to get the men or women that you desire and create a healthy and enjoyable experience and become the person that is worthy of that experience, contact me for coaching, for dating coaching at matthewchorn23@gmail.com. In addition to that, please do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I have some more videos coming at you very soon. And if you all have some topics that you would like for me to cover, just send me an email, or what I can do is if you make a donation to my PayPal, I'm going to have the PayPal information in the description. If you send a donation along with the video topic, then I'll go ahead and make a video to answer your question. And in general, if you want to support the cause, my PayPal donation information will be in the description. I'll be back at you very soon with some more videos, and thank you for spending some time with me today.